Hi, I'm Veli from Greenwood Solutions. We're talking off-grid, and in this week's presentation, you'll understand what questions to ask as a customer, how to respond to those questions, and how to present a preliminary costing based on those responses. So if you like what you see, hit that subscription button, strap yourself in, and let's get stuck into it. So we're going to go through this customer conversations step by step. So initially, customers approached you for an off-grid system proposal. Now, a full proposal, whether it's off-grid or on-grid, takes time, effort and money. Nothing worse than doing a full-blown proposal, whether it's commercial solar system or an off-grid system or an on-grid battery storage system, only for them to say, no, I'm not interested, it's too expensive. So what I'm suggesting is that a preliminary costing is presented to the customer, a simple one-pager based on certain assumptions that will effectively separate the wheat from the chaff. Before presenting preliminary costing, we have to obtain vital information from the customer. For example, how many people will be living on the site, their ages, the site logistics, their budget, HVAC, electrical or other, welding, other hidden electrical loads, or non-electrical loads in the case of a wood-fired heater. When chatting with the customer, you have to ascertain the actual site logistics. For example, does the site already have a house built, or are they in the process of building? Will there be a large shed to house the solar panels, or is there room for a ground mount system? The answers to these questions will determine when the project will actually start. Does some of the wiring need to be installed at rough-in? Will the site electrician be responsible for the main switchboard and possible trenching before the renewable energy company comes to install the off-grid system? With any solar system, establishing the status of the customer is most important, and it's incredibly important, especially with off-grid systems. So ideally, you should develop a flow chart approach. Yes/no answers determine the next question. This way, the scope of the project can be ascertained quickly. So, for example, is there an existing building or are we talking a new build? In this case, it's a new build. When is the new build commencing? Answer: has started last month. Is your on-site electrician installing the main switchboard? Yes, they are. So in those three questions, you received quite a bit of information. It's a new build, it's already started, and I don't have to worry about the main switchboard. Where are you planning on having the solar panels installed? And the answer is on the roof of the shed. And that could have been on the house, ground mount, whatever. But in this case, on the roof of the shed. Does the shed exist or is it being built? The new shed already exists. How big is this shed? The shed is 25 metres by 15 metres. So it really is a methodical approach that quickly you can ascertain on the phone or in person the customer's intent and the basics of their particular situation. Now, what is the orientation of the shed? Oh, the long side faces true north. What is the pitch of the roof? It's at 23 degrees. And what is the roof material? Colorbond. What is the height of the gutter? 4 metres. What is the spacing of the roof purlins? 1.2 metres. A lot of the times the customer won't know this on the initial, when you initially ask them, but they can find out pretty quickly. And what is the proposed distance from the shed to the house? 35 metres approximately. The questions continue. Are you on the grid at the moment? Yes, we are. What's your average daily load? 10 kilowatt hours a day. Can we assume that this will be your average daily load off the grid? Yes. Will both of you work from home or away? One person works away, one home with the kids. So now we have enough information to provide a basic preliminary costing. We know where the solar is going, what the average daily load will be approximately, and we will assume certain scenarios in regards to other factors. With the preliminary costing, I'm suggesting that you base your design on their existing load profile, If it's from the bill, if it's from a bill on the grid, then you go off that, you make some assumptions it's going to be slightly bigger. Don't put too much effort into this in the preliminary costing, because again, the preliminary costing is effectively there to get a basic design out and also to separate the wheat from the chaff. In other words, is the customer willing to pay for this particular project? Because off-grid systems are a financial consideration. So sit down and work out your preliminary design, the solar, energy storage and the generator component. Assume a certain consumption profile based on conversations and some educated guesses. Present the preliminary costing. So the customer has accepted the preliminary costing and has expressed interest in going forward with formal proposal based on that preliminary costing. So now you could possibly ask for deposit, and if they accept project, the deposit part of the costing is returned. If not, look, this is a business choice. If you can get a deposit from the customer, great. Thanks so much for watching our presentation on off-grid systems, customer questions. I'm Veli from Greenwood Solutions. If you have any questions, any inquiries, any answers, feel free to drop us a line and hit that subscription button. Looking forward to presenting more interesting videos on off-grid systems. Bye for now.